Hey, what's up you guys? This is Sentai22 here. How you guys all doing? And welcome to another episode of Playthrough News, where I discuss different topics as well as stuff that's going on right now, while at the same time playing a really cool game. And today I'll be playing the Kamen Rider Kabuto, the game for the PS2. I haven't played this in a while, so I mean it just brings back memories of watching the show as well as playing this game as well. It's just pretty cool. I have to say this is probably one of the best, I wouldn't say best, I would say better Kamen Rider games out there. I mean, before the Kamen Rider Kabuto the game, the other Kamen Rider games for the PS2 were essentially generic 3D beat 'em ups, not that exciting, you know, but this one was a real game changer. And so, I mean, I have to say this is probably one of the better games, probably on my top 3 list, next to the Kamen Rider Super for the Super Famicom. So, and one thing interesting is that you can select 3 different modes. You can select the Kabuto, which is Kabuto has his own story mode. You can select the all rider modes, which essentially you can select, basically play all the riders from the series, as well as the worm mode, making it one of the few Kamen Rider games that you can actually play the villains. I mean, essentially you can play all of the worms from the Kamen Rider series. Not all the worms from the Kamen Rider series, all the worms that were selected to be put in the game, obviously. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's really cool. You can also be a Zek Trooper, as I'm doing right now, but that's only for the Kabuto mode, unfortunately. You can't select it in the Versus mode, unfortunately. And you can also play as the riders from the movies and specials from Kamen Rider Kabuto. You can play as all of the 3 riders from Kabuto, Godspeed Love movie, as well as the Kamen Rider Hyper Battle video, which you can play as Hyper Gadak, which is exclusive to the Hyper Battle video. You can also pick 3 variations of Kamen Rider the Bee, or Zabi as he's called in the show. There's Kageyama Zabi, there's Yaguruma Zabi, and there's Kagami Zabi. Kagami, of course, Zabi has the same movements as Gatak, while the others kind of reminiscent to Punch Hopper and Kick Hopper as they become those riders later on in the series. One thing I wish they could have included was a 4-player mode. I mean, it would have been awesome to play as 4 players. I mean, just by looking at the game, it kind of looks like it's meant to be 4 players, but in reality it's just 2 players. Kind of sad, really. I mean, if they added this feature, I mean, this game would have been perfect. But, you know, it's still pretty good, don't get me wrong. It's a really fun game. If you have a Japanese PS2 or a modded PS2, I definitely recommend this game. But anyway, let's get to the topic at hand. What do I think of the Xbox One? I hate to say it, and probably everybody else is. I mean, it's a shame, really, that Microsoft is going this low and tried to make this as restriction-proof as entirely possible, and they want us, the consumers, to basically deal with it. You know, like, you're going to listen to our rules, so deal with it. You're going to basically connect to the internet at all times so you can play your games, as well as if you have a friend that's been on your friends list for 30 days, then you can lend them that game. You can't lend it to the other friends, just that very special friend that you've been hanging out for the past 30 days. Or maybe a stranger that is your friend, who knows. But, and it's even worse, because Don Mattrick, who is the president of the entertainment division at Microsoft, saying that if you don't have internet, then there's always the 360. I mean, really? 360? And he goes on to saying, oh, if you're in a nuclear submarine, well, that's the only option, 360. Well, the people on that nuclear submarine have another option. It's called the PS4, and that's what they'll be buying. I mean, seriously, he just pissed off the entire military right there. I mean, not everyone has an internet connection. I mean, even rural areas have to go to a public library just to get an internet connection. But I don't want Microsoft to fail. I mean, I want competition between the two juggernauts of gaming, Microsoft and Sony. And, you know, if Xbox One fails, then the PS4 will start to get lazy with its innovations, and we don't want that. I mean, they still have time to do all these changes and tell the public, hey, you know, we were wrong about these restrictions. But knowing Don and Microsoft, I really doubt that they will take away the restrictions and the higher price tag which came with the Xbox One. So, anyway guys, what do you think of this story? Please post your comments as well as subscribe. This is Sentai22, and thanks for watching.